Hello and welcome to this demonstration of the Altoros supply chain trade finance proof of concept. In this demo we will see an end-to-end process flow for a physical supply chain running in parallel with a financing process flow supporting that supply chain, with the entire life cycle occurring on the blockchain. This proof of concept stems from an original client use case requiring a track and trace solution that would increase transparency and streamline the capture of milestones and checkpoints within a multi-party supply chain. The solution needed to reduce delays and errors associated with manually capturing and syncing data concerning the flow of goods and execution of contracts. The solution addresses the following business needs: reducing the counterparty risk, tracking the shipment process from both sides, a buyer and supplier, confirming the fact of goods acceptance and origin of financial liability in the form of trade debt, decentralized storage of related documents and making them accessible on permit, enabling ownership transfer of the trade debt as an asset. So as visible in our demonstration environment, the POC includes 8 actors: a buyer, a supplier or a seller, a banking partner, the transportation provider, 2 regulatory and inspection organizations, and 2 trade debt factoring providers. So in step 1, our buyer is completing a purchase order. As we can see here, an order for avocados destined for New Orleans. Quantity and price are specified, and note delivery date and payment dates are specified independently, as is common convention. With the PO processed, we see a new order appear in the queue with the options for the buyer to cancel or edit the order. Logging into the interface of the buyer's banking partner, we also see this same new PO listed, with the option to guarantee the order, which will activate. And we see the status change in real time across the network. Next, we can log in as the supplier. We again see the new PO listed and will accept the order as the supplier. This changes the order status to accepted. This also automatically initiates the sale contract for the order, which we'll see as we move into the contract section on the supplier portal. Here we can complete the details of the shipment, from to transport method and description. We'll also upload the necessary packing list documentation to the platform as well. With that, the new order moves to confirm status and the shipment process is initiated. We see this reflected in the shipment section of the supplier portal, and again as we log into the transporters portal. We see the shipment request initiated by the supplier. As the transporter, we can confirm the shipment, uploading the necessary bill of lading documentation. As we can see, these processing documents have been loaded to the blockchain and are available for review. Again, as we move between the interfaces of the different participants, we see the events propagated across the network in real time. Moving back to the supplier's interface, we can now proceed to generate the first proof for one of the inspecting regulatory actors on the network. We will select the specific pieces of information needed for approval and provide to the Control Bureau. Note information is selectively provided case by case, ensuring only needed data is disclosed. We can then log in as the GGCB user and complete the verification process. See here the information selected by the supplier to provide as part of the proof. After reviewing the shipping information, we can upload the inspection report and indicate the approval. And we see here the status updated is verified. And back in the supplier portal, we see these updates for the validated proof and the report. We'll go ahead and initiate the second proof for the trade service. And logging in as the trade service regulator, as before, will review the trade information and documentation provided by the supplier, update our customs documentation, make our notes, and permit the trade. And again, we'll see the update to validated status. Also, as before, we'll see the updated proofs and reports in the supplier's interface. And as the shipment moves through the supply chain and clears its various inspections, we'll ultimately move back to the buyer interface where we can accept the final delivery of the goods. We'll load our delivery form documentation and indicate acceptance. And with that, we can see the physical shipment process is completed. And opening the history, we can see all of the various events recorded. We can move through each of these events and review details around the date and user completing each step. And moving back to the supplier interface, we'll go to the Invoices tab, where we see the most recent contract listed with the option to place for trade. This places the trade debt, or the accounts payable implicit to the difference between payment and delivery dates, onto a secondary market, where the factoring providers can bid on the debt. So logging in as the first factoring company, we see the auctioned contract with its relevant detail. For example, note we can see whether a banking partner has guaranteed the buyer's payment. And we'll go ahead and place our bid at 96%. We can now log in as factoring provider number 2. Again, we see the invoice put up for bid by the supplier. We can also review the bids and see the bid from factorer 1. And we'll place our bid here at 97%. Moving back to the supplier, we can go to the bids tab and see the multiple bids from the factoring providers. And we'll go ahead and accept the higher bid. Now we see the bids updated and we see the same information updated real time across the network. And this will complete the financing workflow. This will also complete our demonstration, illustrating how a consortium of companies within a supply chain can utilize blockchain to improve the speed, accuracy, and transparency of track and trace, as well as facilitate financial transactions triggered by these movements of goods. Thanks very much for your time. We hope you have found this session informative. Please reach out to us with any questions.